So I've just been taking a sneaky little look at these building sites we've got going on all over our village, where they're just ruining our village with all these housing estates. I've just been taking a sneaky little look with my drone. Well, I say sneaky, all legal. In fact, I'm going to go along during the day and have a fly over. Anyway, heading back. Got 40 mile an hour out this drone tonight. I think it's going to rain. Saying that, it's quite cold out here. I was looking at something earlier that looked like a drone in the sky, but it didn't have a green light on it. But obviously you've got the legal droners like me, you've obviously got a handful of illegal ones. Obviously, once the transmitting ID tag comes out, that'll wipe out all the illegal ones, because they'll know straight away who it is. The ID tag. I don't know where it's gone. It's gonna wait till I see a drone and get mine up. Try and have a look at it. I was looking at this hang glider the other day. It was in my airspace. We share the same airspace. But I don't even know if he could see me, but he was going straight for me, so I just went straight out. That's why sometimes you need a bit more than 120 metres, because if you get a bird strike trying to take your drone out at 120, the safest and best thing to do is go upwards, because birds can't fly up, and they can only fly down. Obviously you can't go up. And also, what happens if you're going up a massive hill, and you're flying up a massive hill? I haven't thought about that, because legally in England and Britain we can do that as long as the 120 starts from your feet. But I think DJI have just completely eliminated people doing that, so you can't really go up a hill. But, well, you could. God, it's freezing up out here big time now. Getting a nice hot cup of coffee, I think. Put this drone on charge. I'm seeing the solar out here. A few foxes. Not ended up in a tree tonight, it's all gone good. Had 40 miles an hour out of it. It's supposed to do 38, but I think I had a little bit of wind with me. Got 40 out of it. That's in sport mode. And then you've got normal mode. 20 something mile an hour, and then you got cinematography mode where it goes really slow, which I'll be using later. I'm going to fly through the village. There's a dog there. I wonder what that was there. I thought that was a dog. I wonder what that was coming around the corner then with the blue lights on. Some girl walking her dogs. Dog. She is up there. Dog had blue flashing LEDs on him. Or her. She's not home. Quite late. They're getting so nice. What is it, 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't know what time it is. I'll do another drone video later. Did one earlier, I've got to work out how to put sound to it. Think I can add sound as I'm going along. Where am I? I'm just going home, man. It's my house here. Oh, heading indoors in the warm. Be best bet, I think. Dropping my phone. Wow. That heat's waft got me already. What is the time anyway? What's that, 3:40 in the morning? Girls out late. I guess she's probably thinking the same as me, but you get anybody that lives up the street knows I'm kind of nocturnal. 55 years. Still here. Anyway, what we got to do here, get this big coat off, pull my trousers up, which have been falling down for the last 10 minutes walking up the road, because the belt's coming undone. Yeah, just flew over one of these building sites that they're building, all these houses in our village. There's quite a movement actually, a protest like against them. They're trying to turn the Garden of England into the concrete jungle. And we're not having it. In fact, I said to me mate, the big development out the back there, I might put my tent up and just be a protester and get arrested or something, just for the cause. Because we've got a lot of people, protesters at the moment, but to be honest, you've got to overstep the mark, haven't you? You've got to get a bit naughty for people to realise. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting that naughty. Getting arrested because I won't move my tent. Trying to save the owls. You actually start on that bit like Campton with the owls in. See, there's wildlife reasons. All greenbelt land, which don't really mean a lot now. People think, oh, greenbelt land is holy, but greenbelt's just a lot of bollocks. What greenbelt really means, guys and girls, is they have to have a meeting, like Yeah, they have to like have a big meeting about it. There's a word, I forget what the word I'm looking for is. But yeah. It's so ironic, 'cause this little building site up the road, well, the one with 300 houses at the back there, which ain't started yet, about 4 years ago, they were throwing around the idea. There was a big like protest and petition, and the council refused it, but now they've granted it. But I think, obviously, brown envelopes have been passed around with money in, but it's just a joke, man. We live in a little farming community. I think they're trying to turn it into a town or something. We're just a little village, but crazy, eh? The Garden of England, the big concrete Garden of England. Welcome to Kent, the concrete jungle. No, if it ever gets like that, I'm off, mate. I'm off. I'll pack my tent up and head off into the bushes. Yeah. You can guarantee all these houses that they're building, right, are not for the likes of me or council estate kind of people. They're for people that are just going to come in with loads of money, force the locals out. It's happened a lot in London with my London pals. They've all just been forced out because all the fucking China people with the money, the Russians. It's all just corrupt, man. But what can you do, eh? Fucking. Do I want a Dr. Pepper or a coffee? That's the question. What do you think? I think we're going to have a Dr. Pepper. No, coffee. I bought some of these again. I run out of coffee. Put that drone on charge. So I've got some of these again. Right. What we're talking about, just all the building that they're doing in my little village in the countryside. They're completely ruining our little village. I think they're just trying to turn it into a town. As much as the people are complaining, you've got to start overstepping the mark, like putting my tent up and just not moving it, refusing to move. That's what we'll do. We'll pitch up and refuse to move. We'll get all that on camera, people. That's one good video that'll be coming at some point. I don't mind getting arrested for trying to stop them building on our countryside. Someone's got to fucking take a stand, haven't they? I don't mind. Like I've said many a time, I've not got a problem with even telling a judge to fuck off. Excuse my English there, people. But yeah, I'm down with it all. It's all good. No, I've got ADHD. I've been up all night. It's been flying the drone around. In fact, we're going to put this charger on. Well, let's be honest, that's fully charged. Hang on, there's a big comment there. I'll read it in a minute. You're from London. Oh, mate. When I go up to see my mate in London, fucking Shelley from Greenwich, she's like fucking just me. She's probably the same as you, you know what I mean? Just fucking council estate person. And what does made in London is you can be in the poorest fucking deprived part. You walk round the corner and it's fucking Hooray Henry times, you know what I mean? Well, that's what I fucking call them. But now I've got a DJI Mini 4K. But I've just put a new battery in it, which I'm going to take out because I'm now going to whack that charger in. Fucking. Hang on a minute. That one is charged, but that other one here needs charging. my little drone. There's my little drone, look. Number on the top. And my little green flashing light on the back, so it's all legal at night. Which I have the green strobe on. Oh yeah, these things are unbelievable. All them mini ones are just unbelievable. For what they do, it's just crazy. And the range on it is just unbelievable. I could fly into the next village if I could have a line of sight that long. But right, let's plug this in then. Yeah, I quite like following the rivers and that, and just having a look about. It's quite interesting to get a different perspective on stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. To be honest, now I'm getting into it. My next step up from the 4K is a big boy drone. Do you know what I mean? I want to go into surveying and that. But what they obviously do, land surveying, agricultural surveying, with big old drones. And I'm in the countryside here. So what I want to do, I've got to pay £500 to do like a test, which will then I'll be able to work with big old drones. Yeah. Well, that's a plan. Yeah, some of them big old things are just like crazy things. Do like 60 mile an hour. Yeah, the map, the new one, just looks crazy. And to be honest, once you've got one of them big boy ones, it's like 100. I think the camera's 100 fucking thingamajigs. Oh yeah, mate. Roof inspections, all sorts. It's such a big market and a big opportunity. Well, there's not many people in it. 10k, yeah. That's one of the right bad boy ones, isn't it? I'm looking at like maybe £3 will get me what I want. Yeah, there's some real crazy ones. 100 megapixel camera. Going from 4K to 100 megapixel. To be honest, them big old drones and big maps and that, well, you can't go too near people because it all changes and you're in a different category. I don't think you need to. I think the cameras are that fucking good on them. You can be miles away just looking at whatever. Oh yeah, it is. It is a lot safer. Makes me laugh when people say, oh, what if the drone falls out of the sky? They don't realise there's 26 satellites holding it there. Do you know what I mean? Oh right, the 3D mapping and all that. Yeah, man. It's a lot of dough to put into it, but you're going to make that money easy. Some real good money out there. And where it's all so new, the whole industry is just so new. There's even sort of the leisure market, people that just want their house taking a nice shot of or whatever. Weddings. Yeah, I suppose once you've got... See, them big old ones must have the editing stuff all in the actual drone. Yeah, it's getting like that in Kent, man, in Garden of England. Fucking, that's what I've been doing tonight, filming this building site. Yeah, fucking concrete jungle. Be around here soon. But I quite like, where my drone's a class 0, I quite like I'll always have a zero class drone as well, because I just love the fact you can go over people, you can put them in your video whether they want to be there or not, and you can just, obviously the bigger you go up, as you'll know, the less privileges you kind of get. Yeah, I've been looking at London, a lot of restrictions, but there's quite a few places to go up. That's what I mean. How can the average bod get on the ladder when it's that kind of dough? You can't, can you? It fucking takes a piss, man. It really takes a piss. Especially in this country, when they're too bothered helping every other, excuse my language, everyone else who wasn't born here, we'll leave it at that, who coming in boats into Kent, we'll say no more. All illegal, by the way. They're getting it all, and you know what I mean? Everyone's just suffering. But I do believe that it's probably going to end up in riots or something like that at some point. Are your neighbours far? Yeah, I bet it is like that up there, man. Charge you £1 million for a fucking little cupboard. You can swing a cat. You can swing a cat around in. Crazy. Whenever I go to London, it's all just foreigners now, man. Well, again, it's like that here now. Everywhere I go, it's foreigners. I feel like the foreigner myself. Maidstone, foreigners. Tunbridge Wells, foreigners. Fucking Tunbridge, foreigners. Everywhere. Don't mind a few, do you know what I mean? But it's taking the piss, man, the government now. Yet they'll just blame all us. We ain't got no money, the NHS is ruined, and we don't know why. Fucking jokers, mate. All the forget voting for any of them. They're all bullshitters. Farage, he's a bullshit. They're all bullshitters, man. Oh yeah, a lot of my London pals have been forced out where they can't afford the prices. All their history and that. Sad, really. But like proper Londoners and that. I've still got quite a few pals at Bethnal Green, East London, that's way, Whitechapel. All my old sort of raving friends used to come up there to the acid parties many years ago. Right, can't believe that's what the time is. Too early to get the right vinyl one. Got to sort the records out today, though. I'm going to price up the specials ones. Right, that's charging. What else do I need to put in charge? And I've got one of these to sell today. Right, that can go on charge. Gotta say, these DJI controllers are just really good. Might even have a spliff, how about that? Spliff o'clock. In fact, I might even be in West London later. My ex-girlfriend, Becky, I've messaged her to see what she's up to. Bit of weed here, got some new stuff. Oh yeah, just be rich Chinese people and rich Russians and that buy half of London up. Sad. Complete sellout, our country is. But I can tell you now, it's going to end up probably with riots and stuff. Because that's what normally happens, man. People have had enough. Remember when everyone was rioting? Even the police weren't coming out to help anybody. I think that's the way it's going to go. Plus, there's quite a few of them migrants raping people, and that poor woman that was murdered, and she actually worked in one of the hotels trying to help these people, and he followed her home and stabbed her about 21 times with a screwdriver. Yet he's gone to prison. But really, they should just let him out in front of the real prisoners and not protect him. I'm pretty sure he will get a pasting, but to be honest, in my eyes, people that do that, you might as well just put a bullet in their head, man, and be done with it. I know it's pretty drastic, but all you're doing is you're paying tax on them all their life. You might as well just put a bullet in their head. Same as like, who was it who murdered Holly and Jessica? Ian Huntley? Just put a bullet in his head, man. Torture him slowly or something. That's what I think. Bit crazy, I know, but they don't. They get put in prisons where they've got their own gyms and it's all cushy. It's all being protected. You get Tommy Robinson, who fucking put out a video, which was a civil offence. He gets put in Belmarsh. Work that out. And everyone thought, and I'm no Tommy Robinson fan, man, but everyone called him a bullshitter to start with. Now look, but it turns out Tommy Robinson was actually telling the truth. Crazy, eh? Crazy. Not that I'm a Tommy Robinson fan, but I can see his point of view now completely. The invasion. Been invaded. Invasion zone. Could end all up in tears, couldn't it? Complete bloodbath once they get enough of them here. But to be honest with you, if it all kicks off, man, I've got my chef's knives, so it's all good. We can chop them up. Wouldn't mind chopping that one up that chopped Lee Rigby head off, that young squaddy. They chopped his head off, man. And then was just boasting on Sky TV. Someone should just got a bit of wood, man, and wrapped it right over his brain. That's what I think. What was his name? Michael something. Then you got that weird little what was his name? Ruben or something. That weird little freaky looking one. Crazy. Fucking. Yeah, we can't send them home. They might get hurt. But anyway, I'll be back later, people.